almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else Checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a-knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, hail cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. All right, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instant, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
Hey, hey, who's cooking? Doctor Who's cooking? Doctor Who's cooking something up with meat. So make a food, baby. A shit the pan, baby. We could make another cursing recipe. We got a hot pot of beans and an order to fill. And I know Beach Space ain't got any chill. So Italian soda pop and spicy for me. If you wanna learn good noms and hang around and see, say, hey, who's cooking? Doctor Who's cooking? Doctor Who's cooking something up for thee? And eggplant.
Minimal technical difficulties this time around. Holy crap. Yay. It's almost like I'm becoming a professional. Holy crap. Here we are. Let's see. As much as I love the natural light, I probably need to get some sort of white balance going on. That's for someone who knows cameras a lot better than me. I'm just an idiot who knows how to cook. Hey, weird internet people, can you hear me? Are you ready, kids? I'm just going to assume you can, you weird, weird little people. All 18 of you. How are we doing today? Come on, you... I love this this little mouse and keyboard thing, but I probably need to get a new one. Because this is fun. I am barely audible. Barely audible as in... let's turn that up. Okay, testing, blah, 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 blah. Hi there, weird internet people. I am messing with dials and things, and am I louder now? How about now? Now. Am I yelling at you? Hi. Blah-diddy, blah, blah, blah. I am speaking at the same level that I am before. Please give me some indication that I am alive. Else I will continue to assume that we are all just stuck in a simulation, and that I will be fragging the nearest officer at my nearest convenience in order to, I don't know, I am saying weird noises. Life and stuff and things and shit and things. There we go. Yes, hello. How are you doing, people? Samurai, can you hear me? I'm speaking. Alrighty. As any good cooking show begins, we must first marinate the chef. I am drinking responsibly. Hello. So, what I decided to do today is I've got this nifty little cookbook right here. This nifty little cookbook came courtesy of my, of the Japanese festival that my city hosts. And it's got all sorts of really, really fun recipes. Like, it's got all sorts of stuff in it, and I cannot wait to try and make a bunch of this. But today, I am looking at two different recipes. This right here, chicken curry, or carre. I need to change a thing. Come on. There we are. Boom. Came from the Steam page. Was kind of wondering if you maybe still have the Hacknet save file. It's my final project for a clothing cast I'm taking. That was not me. Hello, Karokas. Welcome to the WBPL-76. My name is Dr. Who's the Chef. I am a member of the Legion at large. I cook, I sing, I do Legos, I play video games, I paint, I do a lot of stuff. Here at the WBPL-76, we share this channel. This is a community access Twitch channel. I am not personally involved in the Steam page. I do not know how out of date the Steam page is. I am not Diggs, no. Diggs is the station manager, and he basically runs who gets to stream on here. I don't even know what that hacknet thing is. Good luck on your coding class as someone who was in comp-sci and not in that field for his big boy job. Good luck. It's fun. The Discord, that gets you to the aux. Diggs is in there regularly. I don't know if he's going to be able to help you with your homework like that. Wait, we have the Steam page? Right? Anyway, today we're cooking. So, chicken curry. I am using that recipe. And also going to basically follow the recipe for tonkatsu, which is essentially the same recipe that I've always done it as, you know? Hello, Zerg! How you doing? And as always, I'll feed all you fuckers. So, we need to get some butter, some apples, some onions, some flour, some... Fuck. I knew I forgot something. Do I have... Oh. That's a little bit. Do I have any down here? Aha! Ha-ha! All is not enshittified. I had the stuff all along. It's been here the whole time. All right, let's get preparing. Does it have to in it? Yes. Let me quickly wash a knife. Because as prepared as I was, he says, being 30 minutes late for his stream slot and missing one ingredient, I was not entirely ready for my stream slot, he says, being a consummate professional and never late for his stream slot. All right. Guess what you are making right now? Is it a grilled cheese sandwich? Because I feel like you're going to make a grilled cheese sandwich. Is it a grilled cheese sandwich? Do the thing. Can I do the cool thing? Or am I going to have to cheap out? probably gonna have to cheap out. Huh, I'm doing, ow. Let's, not. Be careful with your fingers, people. You need those. Alright, let's not do the funding thing, because A, that knife is not sharp, and I do not wish to cut myself, and B, I need to practice. So, one of the things that I have often talked about with Japanese curry is its relative sweetness compared to other styles of curry. There is Indian curry, which is more so a style of cuisine than a single dish. There is Thai curry, which is more soupy and sweetened with coconut milk. And then there is Japanese curry, which is heavily inspired by European stews. And sweetened with things like caramel and apples, because if there's one thing that the Japanese like doing, it's taking this thing and making it their own through weirdness. Night Owl and I had an entire conversation on his channel when he was playing Persona 5 about the history of sailor uniforms and the various inclinations towards butlers and maids and various styles of Victorian dresses. If you ever want to see something funny, look up the Imperial Japanese family's formal attire and then compare it to military style dress from Europe in the late 1800s. So, Doc, story time. I finished the Esteros job, did all the stuff, beat up a provisional government, and now I'm involved in the power struggle between two noble houses backed by Red Devil Industries and Quicksell, respectively, and I'm backing Quicksell Noble, who is a graph. Those are words. But, back to cooking. There, the S&B golden curry that I regularly use, the curry roux blocks, is sweetened generally with caramel, however the hell you pronounce it. The browned sugar substance. That is 2 apples that are peeled. I also have my window open because it is a beautiful day outside. How would you know, Grimos? You're not in my zip code. You are sitting outside, and I am on the small talkie box. Isn't technology grand? How is the noise levels? How is the background noise for y'all? So yes, Japanese curry is very, very stew-like. They cook it like a stew. They serve it like a stew. It's eaten like a stew. Which is a perfectly acceptable way to eat it. Because it's not like the other curries. It is inspired by, it has the ingredients of, they saw the ingredients, they read the instructions, and were just like, yes, I totally know how to make this. Spoilers, they didn't follow the instructions exactly. And or, the recipe was adapted to their tastes. I am looking forward to tomorrow, though, as we are going to finish up that Scouring Sands mission, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Hello! Chug. Indeed. Are you making your chicken soup again?
Yep.
As opposed to inclement there, Knight. This makes me want to make red cabbage again. German red cabbage. I very much love that German red cabbage when it uses the apple cider vinegar and the whole apple slices. Ooh. I'm making myself hungry, everybody. It's almost like I have a cooking show. All right, I give up, Night Owl. Are you making a lasagna? No, it's very hard to understand what historically you have made because you make so many different things. How about a spaghetti or a pizza? Ravioli? Ooh, I know. You're making gyros. Ladies and gentlemen, I am being extremely facetious. Night Owl is, drumroll please, making tonkatsu. Alrighty, that's 1/2 of an onion chopped up.
Yup.
So the way that I am cutting that onion is I am basically using the natural grain of the onion to help aid in the dice. So I'm basically just cutting it lengthwise and then cutting it crosswise to get some natural separation with the layers. And it works really, really well. All right. Well, that is all well and done. Half teaspoon of grated ginger. Okay, now let's get this ginger out of here. just cheat a little bit. And just kind of say that that's going to be good. There is going to be curry.
Doing the tonkatsu?
Yee.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not done chopping. I have to get some potatoes. Three good sized ones. Those are good. Let's give it choppy. Now, this recipe does not explicitly call for potatoes, but I always like adding potatoes to my curry, especially my Japanese curry. It really accentuates the beef stewiness. I'm just giving them a half chop, another half chop, and just chunking them. There we are. Hoist up the thing, back down the what's it? What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's not port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Fresh out of college with grades straight from hell, I apply for a trade in which I could excel. An ad for a ship in need of some manning, men sails of purpose but lacking a captain. What luck has I to find such good fortune? A few white lies later I run down the pier, bought me a coat or a cutlass or two, jump on the deck, then I yell at the crew. Hoist up the thing, batten down the what's it? What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's not port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. I love sea shanties. Then it is Can't sing the sant shanties, it has to be said. And all of that grog just goes straight to my head. Whale meat is gross, and I miss a girl's laugh. 5 weeks at sea, even Dave seems a catch. Hoist up the thing, let down the what's it? What's that thing spinning? Somebody should stop it. Turn hard to port, that's not port. Now I've got it. Trust me, I'm in control. Alright, so I'm just gonna let that go, and I am going to go get the other cooking utensil that I need. I leave you with butter. Aha! Here it is! There we are. Aha! This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. We just keep on trying till we run out of cake. But the science gets done and we make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Not to overstate my satisfaction. No. Jesus Christ, it's been a while. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. Anyway, threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke. Haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Now these points. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive.
Will they release Half-Life 3 before GTA 6?
God, right? Hey, everybody. You want to get a feel in the arthritis? Hey, everybody. When did Portal 1 come out? Portal 1 can drink. I need to get some carrots parboiling. I'm glad I read the recipe. ¿Dónde está the salt? That's a pinch of salt, right? I have a PS2 emulator full of my childhood on this PC. Portal 1 ain't thrown no sucker punches. It's bad enough Mrs. Sammer and I were watching the NFL draft a couple of weeks ago and we realized most of the kids were born at a point where they could be our children and it wouldn't be a scandal. So what I'm trying to do right here is I'm trying to get everything cooked so that it starts releasing its moisture and gets really nice and soft. Ow! and extra super tasty. Ugh. Let us not soupify this camera. No, onions and apples. This is a recipe I got from the Japanese Citizens League at the Japanese festival in my city. Yes, Craig, I have talked at length multiple times about the several different curries that I have made on this very channel, about the history of curry, its journey through its various different styles, Indian, Thai, Japanese, and the various nuances, I guess it would be, and characteristics of each particular variety. And I've talked about how Japanese style curry is sweeter and more stew-like than the other styles of curry. Indian is a misnamed thing. Indian style curry is actually an anglicization of a word that is essentially carre, which is not a single dish, but a style of cooking. And those crazy Brits, ever wanting to put a name on something and be like, yes, this is that, and then bring it home and sell it to the masses in a watered-down format, said, this is curry. Which is funny, because Indian curry often does not use the curry leaf. The curry leaf was named from Carre. Because, again, the Brits were like, hey, this sounds like that thing, it must go in the thing. And curry powder, exported to England and en masse, and then to the world, used the curry leaf as a keystone ingredient of the powder, which influenced curry as a whole across the British Empire. Ipso facto, Indian curry became British curry, became Indian curry, became British curry, became Bengalese curry, became British curry. It's all incredibly fascinating and vaguely racist, like much of the British Empire. Then Thai style curry is more coconut milk based and more soupy. And then finally the Portuguese brought Carre to Japan, who turned it into a stew. Night Owl, I love how that's what you quote. I'm not upset. I said it expecting to be quoted. Mad Ducks, yes. Somehow I don't think that this worked out quite as well as I thought. And there's never a problem I encountered that can't be overcome with an unhealthy amount of butter. Your comments about GTA 6 was immortalized.
Yeah, good.
Yes, 2 tablespoons is enough. He says, adding double what it actually called for. Now, technically, this calls for stock or broth, but I don't have broth, I have stock, and that's essentially the same thing. Remember, guys, cooking is an art, improvisation is expected and required. Bet some Dijon would go great in this. Oh, you mad lad. Oh, you mad lad. Oh, Craig, you absolute mad lad. Why am I agreeing so violently with you? Adeptus Mechanicus, we have found a new, we have recovered an STC from the golden age of technology. Yes, Seeker, what does it contain? Something called Microsoft Excel. If you pop a Windows 95 piece CD in the microwave, it reveals an ancient gun. Meanwhile, the Adeptus Ministorum, spreadsheets, baby! Pivot tables! Okay, so this needs to thicken up a little bit. I'm currently washing rice over here. Alrighty. Where the hell's the measuring cup? Right there. Hello? How are we doing today, chaps? Well, aren't you all just a bundle of joy today? I hope you all are having good and you're having a good day and you're well and good hungry. We got a feast coming up. Rice vinegar. A couple of good glugs in there. Why do I put rice vinegar in my rice? Honestly, I don't know. It just makes it taste good. Mr. Ducks, I have a present for you. A 6-pack of Jiffy corn muffin mix. Give them the Robo-Dick Twister. Did anyone else just wonder if Doc is just channeling insane dead people? Grimos. That was already a Squick quote. All right. Let's add in the potatoes. What's taters, precious? Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I am literally just snapping baby carrots in half. He says, immediately giving up on that endeavor. That's enough. We'll give those about 5 minutes. Let's grab my other secret ingredient. Peas. Now, why do I add peas to my curry? Because I once watched an anime in which there were peas in the curry. and it just looks tasty. It also reinforces the beef stewiness of the curry. And also, I don't normally eat peas, and this is a way for me to get vegetables into my diet. This needs a little bit of color. I feel like I should add some paprika. He says, not having much paprika with which to color it. Also, what is paprika but a ground up, some variety of sweet chili? Like, it's literally like the Hungarians got themselves like bell peppers. Said, what if we made them slightly weirder? Now, how do we use them? Left them outside for about 3 weeks, said, oh shit, wasn't I supposed to do something? Went outside, was just like, what do I do with these dried up, shriveled pieces of shit? Ground them up, and then boom, called it paprika. Aha, more paprika. It is the most unflavorful spice I have ever used. Why did Istanbul get the works? Or why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul, Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, who can't say? People just liked it better that way. Now, take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. I hear it was once called, New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, who can say? People just liked it better that way. Guys, the smell coming off of this is amazing. Holy shit. my God. That is so different than S&B. Gonna add a bit more curry powder. Where is my cumin? Oh, come on, cumin. Do I not have any cumin? Oh, please don't tell me I don't have any cumin. I got coriander. Who the hell wants coriander? Aha! My cumin. Cilantro? What the hell is cilantro? At that point in time, Cookie may have known it as coriander. Coriander is cilantro. Coriander, I should say, is the seed nowadays. And cilantro is the leaf. Lettuce. What is this? It's a vegetable. The men need their 4 basic food groups. I got your 4 basic food groups. Beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. To be fair, beans are a vegetable. Technically a legume, which is a variety-ish of fruits. Whoa! Okay, we are on to something. We are on to something. Now we're cooking with dynamite. Heaping a tablespoon right there. It's missing heat. I know it's missing heat. but I want the rest of my family to have this. But god damn, what this wouldn't... This would slap with some Szechuan chilies. Or some Szechuan peppercorn. Oh my god. This would slap with some Szechuan. You guys do not understand. This is probably one of the best things I've ever cooked. I know I keep saying that. And it keeps being true. Yeah. God, get fucking colanders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you need to not be afraid to cook. You need to not be afraid to make something and experiment and try new things, because what's the worst that's going to happen? Next time you make something slightly better? Brother, come here. Try. Hold on. Apples. Are you good?
I don't know right now.
Okay. Apologies. I know you're good with. I know you're not good with bananas.
I mean, I eat apples, I just don't know about cooking them.
The next Beeple meetup is going to have Earth Meal 2. Oh, this is glorious. All right, let's transfer this over to the stove. Right here. Noises. Don't get old, kids, you start making noises. I'm gonna put that on fire! On low for simmer. Then we are bringing this down to Mephisto's Cafe. Down to Mephisto's Cafe. We're going down, Mephisto's Cafe. Streetlight Manifest. Worcestershire sauce! Oh my god, I completely forgot about Worcestershire sauce. Oh, that's gonna get some of that. That's gonna. Worcestershire sauce is the closest thing I have in this house to fish sauce. Ooh, that is a good idea, Doctor. Yes! Nailed it. Ugh. Night Owl, can you not spell Worcestershire sauce? Don't forget the Worcestershire. Don't forget the Worcester. The Worcestershire. Don't forget the Worcestershire. Darn it, for the life of me, I just can't say Worcestershire. I can spell Worcestershire just fine. All right, let's get our tonkatsu. Get the stuff. How much oil do I have? Enough. Three different types of Worcestershire sauce in my house right now. I'm gonna try and thick fry these this time. Where did I put the salt? S&P, that's all for me. do, why is this wet? Dredging. Crabs! Shut up! Thank you. Class. 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 Shut up! Thank you. If you know that reference, you either grew up in the 70s or have a deep understanding of stoner culture. So please, Grimos, what was I referencing? What's up, Doc? What's cooking? Sphintus! Yes! Sister Mary Elephant! On the first day of my summer vacation, I woke up. Then I got dressed. Then I went downtown to look for a job. Then I went out to the park to hang out with my friends. On the second day of my summer vacation, I woke up. Then I got dressed. Then I went downtown to look for a job. Then I went to the park to hang out with my friends. On the third day of my summer vacation, I woke up. Then I got dressed. Then I went downtown to look for a job. On the fourth day of my summer vacation, I found a job. Did he get fired for talking to his friends too much or something? I can't remember how the rest of the skit goes. Alrighty. Let's start putting stuff away. That would be a very smart idea, Doctor Who, don't you think? Yes, indeed, Doctor. I think that would be swell to start putting things away. Floof powder. Doctor. I'm leaving you out because you are delicious. Alright. Let's dredge these. So we're gonna put flour, egg wash, panko. Flour. Egg wash. Panko. Nope, skip the step. Skip a bit, brother. And so the Lord did speak, and pull the pin on thy holy hand grenade, and then thou countest to 3. 3 shall be the number of the counts, and the number of the counting shall be 3. 4 shall thou not counteth, nor thou counteth 2, unless thou then immediately proceedeth to 3. 5 is right out. Then 3, being the third number of the counting, be reached. Then thou lobbest thy holy hand grenade of Antioch at thine enemies, who, being not in mine sight, shall snuff it. Amen. Brilliant. Uh-oh! Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't put ice in a deep fryer. There we go. The timer is started. Hello.
Are you on there?
Yes, I am on.
Tell him I said hello.
Tell him yourself. They say hello.
Oh. Do you need these carrots?
No, I do not. And that is why it is covered. It is fine. Because it's set dressing, Craig. Because they want the image of having a dog, but don't want to deal with having a dog. There we are. Get all this swept up so I'm not stepping in breadcrumbs. Ooh, let's turn that down just a weedle bit. Those are cooking up nicely, if I do say so myself. We're in the lock-in portion of the stream where Doctor has the most technically timed portion of the cook remaining and is trying to get it done. Part of doing live cooking, you know, making sure that everything's cooked up nice. Look, I could pan fry these. I don't want to. I can't trust myself to keep the temperature on to keep a temperature on an electric or on a stovetop like that. So I cheat and use an electric skillet. Oh my, those potatoes, or no, those apples just kind of surfaced. I should probably use a food processor next time. But oh, how I wish you all could smell this. This smells amazing. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. Son of a bitch, my back. Holy fuck. I was just thinking like the apples and the onions could have been finer, but I'm a rough chop kind of guy, you know? Craig, haven't seen you around before. Hi, I'm Doctor Who. Don't know if you've watched me before. What part of the planet are you from? Maybe so. Maybe I just haven't paid attention. Off in Wales. Ooh. Were you around for my full English breakfast? Ooh, yes. Oh, those look so good. Have a good day. Okay. I returned from the influence of selling my old car for buying a new or used one. At least I got a good enough as 7% of private sale value. Let's all talk about how American dealerships are a bane on the consumer and completely outdated. Ooh, that sounds incredibly inconvenient. Hey, Craig. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like them better than Bush's. Like, they're very good beans. Probably gonna have to bring quite a few to the next meetup. We've got an international grocery store within reasonable driving distance. Lentil soup. Okay. I'm gonna have to take your word for it because I don't think I have that at the international grocery store. I'll try and find it. But that actually sounds really good. The more vegetables the more vegetables you can easily trick yourself into putting into your diet, the better you are. Like me and the peas. Yeah, Zyme, guess what I just watched while I was out shopping? It was mostly crushed already. Damn, that hurt. I seriously wish you all were here, because I would speak so many of you all. For my own sake, gonna add a bit more ginger to this mix-up. Shut up. It is rather frightening just how similar those you associate with playlists are. Like, my brothers and I are frighteningly the same. I suspect most BPL aux folk have near enough identical YouTube playlists. A lot of what I enjoy watching is people geeking out about things they are passionate about. So, the new Tom Scott series, where he's going through all of the English counties. and even the old Tom Scott stuff. Very good. Very, very, very good stuff. SciShow, very good. I watch Plainly Difficult, British guy who talks about rail and building and nuclear disasters. Somehow, Virtual, the Norwegian Trackmania guy, entered my YouTube feed. I don't even play Trackmania, but I watch the hell out of his videos because he's A, passionate about his craft, and B, tells a damn good story when he does craft a good story. The history of the history of shortcuts on various maps, or the history of shortcuts for the for the old campaigns. Riveting. And then Hefus got this run. It slaps. Historia Civilis, the guy who covers the history of Rome with squares and everything. Like absolute genius storyteller. What else? What else do I watch? I mean, various nerdy kind of documentaries into lore and stuff. Somehow I fell into Arbite's Ian. Arbitator Ian talks about a lot of old or obscure or weird Warhammer 40k lore. Fell into that when I was playing Rogue Trader. I don't play tabletop 40k. I just know memes. But I enjoy learning the stuff. History documentaries, obscure music, ordinary sausage, science lectures, and recently a very well put together presentation of different ways to mitigate coastal erosion. Not gonna lie, ducks, that sounds riveting. That sounds so cool. Mad Ducks, what is the 36th thing you know about Warhammer? Please, share with the class. Yes, that is explicitly a fact. Let's do another 2 minutes on this side. Ducks, you guys need to get Szechuan. You guys need to get Szechuan peppercorns in that mix. I think if Shyla has not had Szechuan peppercorns, I think she would enjoy them. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Hungry. I'm so hungry. Okay, how in the hell are you tasting right now, you incredible, incredible pot of alchemy? Very, very savory. More sweet than savory, but oh Jesus. My great source flaming back hair. I added more pepper flakes before I realized I had made it spicy. Sir, you seem to have encountered hubris. And 1 minute on this side. Oh, no, I do understand. I do understand, Ducks. You're about to have a very fun evening. Craig, Mad Ducks and his wife, Mad Ducks claims that he does not have a high spice tolerance. He lives with Shyla, who is unequivocally Cajun. And where is it? When I went and visited last year, we used about 1.5 of these jugs of red pepper for the crawfish boil. Because his family was coming over, and we wanted to be nice. When his family had left, his wife, Shyla, turned to Ducks and said, "You know, the crawfish could have been hotter." She makes Ducks look like he has a normal spice tolerance, and Ducks has infected me with his spice tolerance. And I do my spice tolerance around my family, who are like, "Holy hell, how the hell can you eat that?" And I'm just like, "This is good." Ducks claims he does not have a high spice tolerance, only because he compares himself to Shyla. Hey Ducks, how hot is the cayenne seasoning that you all use for your own personal cooking? Dux, I almost died last year because you maced the entire house. Tell her I've been training. Yes, you're Cayenne. Let's not dwell on who pepper sprayed an entire house. Switched from 90,000 K or 90,000 Scoville unit Cayenne Dux is not making his case. I still want to know if pepper spray is food safe. This is not a wine for drinking. This is a wine for lying down and avoiding. At the opening of the Sydney Bridge Club, they were fishing them out of the Suez every half an hour. My hubris. It hurts. Alright, we're gonna fluff up the rice. We're gonna grab a plate and eat ourselves some carre. Absolutely love to go to Japan and try some chain curry. I'm watching a gentleman called Japan Eat who was talking about a chain called Coco Ichiban. And I'm just like, I want to go over there and have some of their spicy curry. let's be smart about this and grab the other oven mitt. Please bear in mind that I have a jar of habanero peppers that I will fill a little bowl up and snack on. I know that habanero is not spicy, but I love it. Ducks, please repeat that sentence. I know that habanero is not spicy. Habanero, not spicy. Habanero, not spicy, says Mr. Mad Ducks. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is what my curry looks like. Let me grab my ladle. Ladle, 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 it feeds me all my soup. Ladle, 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 I fill it full of goop. You go here. Oh yes, that is cooked all the way through. That is perfect cook right there. I know it's apropos to pour your own sake. Come play. No. It is a faux pas. It is unlucky. Anyway, my curry. Let's do the food blog thing. Perfect lighting. Oh, lovely, darling. Absolutely lovely. Post this. Good to run. Where's my cooking channel? Right there. Beam. Tonkatsu curry. Now I am going to the auxiliary. And going to the food picks. So if any of you are in the auxiliary, tonkatsu curry. And now my final form. Behold my final form. Tonkatsu curry. Indeed. There are pictures. What is this picture? Indeed. Ah, you bastard. Shiloh walked by. Food was not spicy to her at all. I meant that doesn't mean that lighter ones can have less overall flavor to cook with. For those wondering why Japanese curry and Thai curry are so different, it was introduced to Japan by British, so it is Indian curry seen through a Japanese lens. Yes, I have talked about that at length. I need some more soju, yes. Have you tried Yucatan-style habanero salsa? It is fresh habanero and red onions, both finely diced, some salt, and 50-50 fresh onion, or fresh orange and lime juice added. So good and very habanero. Japanese-style curry that I enjoy is British curry that was modified Bengali curry shown to the Japanese, so like a third or fourth hand curry. Kampai, hot and cold sake now, always on hot sake team. I am on team whatever is being poured for me. Tried something similar, not exact, made of pico, lots of serrano. Yes, glorious, sounds delightful. Doc, I already did it for you, indeed. Stupid easy to make, and we never actually measure anything. Indeed, after living in New Mexico for so long, I like Hatch as my base. Hatch is a very good pepper. I love Hatch. I need more Hatch in my life. Spiking it with even hotter stuff is great. If you can find 505, try it if you haven't. What is this? This is, ooh, that looks delicious. Indeed. Speaking of delicious, I'm hungry. Oh, say it isn't so. Oh my. Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I'm buying S&B. I don't think I'm buying Curry Roux again. I do not think I am buying Curry Roux again. Oh my god. Yes. This could be more soupy. I could have added less stuff. God damn it, I want to eat my vegetables. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. This is probably the best thing. This is probably the best curry that I've ever cooked. This is so delicious. My God. I'm speechless. I am literally dumbfounded, gobsmacked, bereft of words, unable to articulate how absolutely enjoyable of a eating experience this absolutely delectable and delightful meal is, and I cannot fathom adding anything else to it. He says, adding more than a healthy amount of Szechuan peppercorn. I need to send this to my boss. Okay. The Szechuan peppercorn. The Szechuan peppercorn definitely added something to that. Oh my. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, please come to my house. I want to cook this for you. Holy crap, this is so delicious. Or fly me out to your place and I'll cook this for you. Holy crap. I am not kidding. Like, this is so good. Okay, Mad Ducks is right. Wasabi is not hot. It is astringent. Horseradish, which what all modern US-based wasabi is, because wasabi is a very particular thing. Not hot. The trick is to not breathe. Because the second you get it in your sinuses, that's when it starts attacking you. But it's not hot. Anyway, we're going to do some ASMR here. Really quick. Listen to this crunch. That's a good fry on that pork chop. That is the best damn tonkatsu I've ever made. That is the best damn curry that I've ever made. This is the best damn dish I've ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, cooking is not hard. Cooking is easy. Cooking is basics. Cooking is techniques. Cooking is the willingness that what you might make right now may taste like crap. But it might be edible, and you learn what not to do next time. Yeah, like Duck said, don't breathe. But no, cooking is easy. Cooking is simple. Learn how to beat an egg. Learn how to learn how to cook it scrambled. It's great. Once you learn how to do that, you're just like, okay, now I can experiment with making an omelet, which is essentially a scrambled egg that you don't mix up in the pan, add a bit of cheese, fold over. Boom, omelet. Now you're fancy. Cooking with meat. Cooking with meat. Beef, 140 internal. Pork, chicken, I generally like 165. So 165 is FDA required for chicken to beat salmonella, so you can't really get around that. Pork used to have some bad stuff in it. Still does. Not as much, especially U.S. grown stuff, not like wild anything. This is why you don't eat wild boar in America. Like all those feral hogs down in Louisiana and Florida and shit. They shoot them for sport. Like they are absolutely not good eating. Mr. Mad Ducks can probably profess as a native Louisianan. Do not eat the wild boar. Oh, you roast it. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Anyway, you just have to cook the hell out of it. Fair enough. That's how you get tryptomycin, the parasite, whatever. Anyway, once you learn meats, it's fairly easy. It's baby steps. It's learn. It's figure stuff out. Once you learn how to chop a thing, once you learn how to do some good knife work, just start experimenting. Because like, hey, what if I cut it like this? Also, cutting, cat's paw. Do not put your fingertips next to the knife. That's how you get cut. That's how you start eating blood. And you only want to eat blood if it's in black pudding. Blood sausage. Cooking isn't hard. It's steps, it's techniques, it's learning for the next time. When I follow a recipe, I generally follow the recipe for the first time. You saw me do some improvisation right here because I've cooked curry so often that I know what might improve it. Doing this as base, following the recipe step by step, is not going to produce a bad dish. It's going to produce a different dish, but it's going to present still a delicious dish. Find something that you like, find something that you're interested in, and learn a few variations on it. Like recently I learned how to make like fluffy Japanese pancakes or omelets. Yes, Zyme. Sharp knives are safer than dull knives because you have to use less force. You may think that's the opposite, but the more force you put on a knife, that's why I stopped doing that apple peeling thing, because that knife wasn't as sharp, and I was scared that I was going to put a lot more force into it and cut my thumb. Now, if the knife was sharper, I could have done that a bit better, which is why I switched to the safety peeler. Don't be scared of cooking. Don't be scared of cooking. Cooking is not your enemy. You may not like what you make this time. You may not like what you make the time after that. You may not like the thing you make after that. But eventually, after enough times of making something, you're just like, I've practiced this, and I've changed up a variable a couple of times. You'll eventually find something that works for you. Bon Swag, the stormiest of songs. May I perhaps interest you in some of the best curry that I think I've ever made. Granted, it is a pork chop, but I could have just as easily made this with a chicken katsu, and it would have been just as delicious. Beef katsu. Okay. Yes. Storm Song. You are touching on something very important here. Serving a curry over a katsu is not the only way to have a Japanese curry. What I could have done is I could have taken chicken, chopped it up roughly into chunks, thrown it into the stew. I can do the same thing with beef. Chop it up, throw it in the stew. I have not ever made a beef katsu, but I could get a cut of beef. You can tell Doc is excited when he breaks into the Macarena. Panko burger, yeah. It'd have to be like a cube steak. It'd have to be like some sort of chopped up thing. Or some sort of tenderized thing. Sirloin pounded out, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Or just chunk the beef. It is very good. Storm Song, I cannot over-exaggerate. This is probably one of the best things that I've ever made. Anyway, we have about 10 minutes until Crispy and the Art stream, which is why Bon Swag, Mr. Storm Song the pony is here to say hello. I need to finish my food because this is a cooking channel, not a mukbang channel, and I have opinions on that. I described a Japanese-themed version of chicken fried steak. Ooh. Zyme, why you're making me hungry. Anyway, thank you everybody for showing up. We're gonna get out of here. Everyone say hello. Say hello.
Oh, me?
Yes, say hello. I think brain cell. Indeed. She's getting an ice cream.
You want one?
I'm good.
Or do you want a Klondike?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Anybody there want one?
Hey guys, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh my god, you guys are nuts.
What would
In a good way.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh my lord.
That is a dangerous question. Anyway, try and cook something this week. It's absolutely fun. It's fun. It's simple. It's therapeutic. And it helps you watch what you eat. Indeed, like this. Like, I threw so many vegetables into this. Ducks just cooked family dinner. Indeed. Good job, Ducks. I just cooked family dinner as well. Yay! Everyone, cook something new this week. Experiment. Holy Trinity of Costco chicken ready to go for soup tomorrow. Yeah! And with that, thank you everybody for joining me. Sorry I was late. My regular setup is about 50 feet that way down the stairs. I can no longer just rotate my computer desk and get into the kitchen. So, thank you for showing up. I'm glad I made this for you. And please, please cook something easy. Cook something for yourself. Cook something for someone else. Just have fun with it, you know? And as always, where is they? Where are they? I meet you. I'll feed all you fuckers. Have a great day. And remember to hail Cargonia.
Hold on. Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo text push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
Get back to work.